We have now come to the end of our series, and we've talked about a lot so far. We've talked about anger and
sadness, grief,
envy, fear, and shame.
Yeah.
And now as we come to the conclusion of really walking through the different ways that many of these experiences can be gifts and how important it is for us to move these emotions and energies through our body, we want to offer you really what this all comes down to at the end.
Love. When we say love, we mean love as the great, great acceptor of all things. Love as the consciousness that's flowing through your body, that is the presence and the spaciousness that allows for everything else and is actually helping to create everything else. It is your true nature. It is who you are. We feel it through the heart, but it's also the fabric of existence.
And as we begin to practice everything we've discussed so far, one of the things you'll notice, and this is a very pragmatic physical experience, is that you continue to allow your emotions to move through and to open up to yourself. Your heart will be broken as you move through it. But it breaks you open in such deep...
Now, what do you mean by that? Why do I have to be heartbroken?
Okay. All right, well, I'll tell a quick story. So I worked with a great coach. His name is Chris Balsley. He's in Longmont, and he does trauma workshops, trauma release. And after I took his workshop, I asked to do coaching with him, and he agreed. And we sat down. The first thing he said to me, as to give me a choice, he said, if you do this work, your heart will be broken. Which, of course, initially, most people are like, why would I ever choose that?
Yeah.
But at the time, I was actually past the point of I haven't been able to figure it out on my own. And so I just simply said yes. And I find that my heart breaks open in sadness, in my grief, but also in intense joy. And that when I continue to open up, I begin to see the beauty in the world around me, and the people in my life, and the places I end up in, the snow and the cold weather, and the sun and the hot weather. It's everything that I begin to open up and just see the truth of what we are and who we are. That is this flow of experiencing our natural self, as you said, which is love and openness and connection. And I find that the more I do this work, the more I open and flow what I feel and speak the truth, my heart continues to break open, and that breaking creates such a capacity to love and be present more and more and more in the world. To answer your question.
You know, in Hinduism, they call it bhakti yoga. It's really the path of the heart. And it is what they consider one of the paths to enlightenment, is to have your heart so radically broken open by spirit, by self, over and over and over again, by life. And I know for me, you know, there was a way in which I didn't want this to happen. I was single through like almost all of my 20s, meaning like lots of short-term relationships, lots of dating. And for me, it did happen in a practical sense a lot of the times of feeling this desire for union, for relationship, for connection, and putting myself out there over and over and over again, and having my heart broken over and over and over again. And at a certain point, just crying out to life, being like, oh, why?
Why do we go through this?
Yes.
What's the point? What's the point? Why do we continue to go to these places where we're just going to get our hearts broken over and over again?
Yeah, I know.
And that's when, I think when it does happen enough times, especially when we shared in our video about shame, that really down in this place, you begin to radically accept that we don't necessarily know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that we may be falling off a cliff, but we keep falling. And we begin to start to ask the questions.
It's so courageous. I mean, we want you to have this courage. We want us to have this courage. It really is about choosing life and choosing to bravely know that what's happening for you is for the greatest and highest good, not just of yourself, but of the entire world. that when you make this choice to live so fully, you're catalyzing everyone around you to live in that same courageous way, to keep opening their hearts, to keep choosing to love, to keep choosing to create in the world, to make this world a better place. And that is the movement of love through your body, through life.
I just had a person the other day. I went to get my hair cut at this place that I go to regularly. And the owner looks at me. He goes, "How are you so happy all the time?" I went, "Oh my gosh, I think I made it. I think I did it."
It's always a surreal moment where you're like, wait, am I happy all the time?
I guess I am, yes. And I actually answered him. I said, "Because my heart is continuously broken open." And he just laughed. I'm not sure he understood, but it was this moment where I realized that after all this work, I am able to be a representation. People recognize it. People see it. And they want to know what's going on with you. And it'll bring more connection than you can possibly imagine now.
So I just want to say again, right? For the conclusion of this particular series, much more to come, all of these emotions are a gateway. All of these energies in life are a gateway for you to radically break open to more and more love, to more and more life, to more and more courage, to more and more of your true self. And we want to be here with you to walk this journey and to continue walking it ourselves.
Yeah, we can. This continues for us. We
absolutely.
are discovering and deepening every day.
Consciousness always grows.
Oh yeah,
Always.
It's never ending, but it becomes so exciting.
Yeah.
It's this discovery of every moment, and we want you to know that everything you're feeling is okay. It's all part of you, and it's all part of us. And the more you share your deepest, most authentic self, the more it enlivens everyone around you. Yes. So thank you so much for coming on this journey with us.
More to come. Thanks so much for watching today. I'm Kelley.
And I'm Chris.
And if this video brought up anything for you that you would like to explore or get additional support around, both Chris and I offer private one-on-one coaching, and we would love to dive deeper with you. Our website information is below.
And please subscribe. Kelley and I do videos regularly, covering a huge range of topics around emotions and exploring emotions. And please share it with your friends and family that you know are needing help. We'd love to help. And please reach out to us and contact us with your questions. We'd love to dive in deep with you.